Whew. All right, good morning. I'm trying a new video idea here called Monday Morning Walks with Morgan, because there's a lot of M's in that, right? That sounds good. I probably look really tired because I am really tired. I only got about 3 hours of sleep last night. And no, not because I was out late having fun. I was actually working because of the time change here in Paris and all the work I have to do preparing for a meeting in Germany in a couple days. So I also decided, I've been thinking about doing this video series for a while, and I decided if I'm going to kick it off, why not kick it off in Paris? Because that's kind of a cool place to kick it off. But most of the time, I'm guessing this series will take place in San Francisco, walking around the block. But we'll see. So here, come along on a walk with me, and then don't worry, you're not just gonna walk with me. I'll share some thoughts, and this is probably gonna end up being really boring, and maybe I'll only do this once, but we'll see. If people like it, maybe I'll do it twice or 3 times. It's 8:30 in the morning in Paris right now, and it has been raining, but it is not raining at the moment, which is really nice. And we are staying in Paris is divided into, oops, that's gonna be too loud. Okay, Paris is divided into different arrondissements, or neighborhoods, and this is arrondissement 5. You can see lots of little cafes and boutiques and things like that. The city is up. I'm walking down to one of the main streets now. It's called Saint-Germain-des-Prés. And that's where a lot of the major businesses and restaurants and all that are. Going to a Café Margot, which is a super famous cafe where Pablo Picasso and Ernest Hemingway and a bunch of really cool famous people used to sit and have coffee. Hard to cross on the red here. Oop, is this person gonna go? Oh, they let me go. Okay. One thing I've noticed in Paris is there are Lime scooters all over the place, which is pretty neat. It's kind of funny. Lime scooters are not allowed in San Francisco right now because San Francisco's in a fight with Lime. Yet fly all the way to Paris, and they're everywhere. As Christmas is coming up, Christmas decorations going on there. Okay, the adventure continues. It's cold. As you can tell, I'm dressed kind of warm, probably not warm enough. Flying to Germany today. It's going to be colder there. Probably will have to procure some warmer clothes. That'd probably be a good idea. And I'm guessing the audio is going to be almost unintelligible unless I'm really close to this, if you can hear me at all. So if I do this more often in the future, I will probably have to get some kind of lapel mic or something that can connect to this so you can actually hear me along with city and street noise, because I spend the vast majority of my time in different cities. All right, let's see. So I want to always have some reflections in these videos. I'm trying not to have these videos just be me talking about work the whole time. I'll be more focused on life and something a little more interesting than hearing about work every day. And Monday mornings are a nice time to be able to kind of be reflective, think about things as we go into the week. And so I guess my reflections today are just actually my first time coming to Paris. I was 19 years old, came for my 20th birthday. This was actually my first European destination, and it totally blew my mind and inspired me to get a lot more into travel. And I think it probably had a pretty big influence on me picking a career path right after college that involved international travel. For those who haven't read some of my Medium posts, I've gone into some of the details of working at Sonos and helping build up their businesses internationally. If you haven't read those, I guess I will include some links to those Medium articles below in the post here. Let's see, as for other reflections, it's pretty interesting coming back to Europe and having, here's actually the Paris Apple Store, or one of them. It was interesting reflecting when I first came here when I was younger, just how much technology has changed the international travel experience. I remember having to go to an internet cafe to be able to use the internet, and I don't think I even had a laptop at that point. So you'd go to an internet cafe and actually use a computer at the internet. Oh, this is going to be loud. 1 second. That's a bus. And having to go to an internet cafe and actually sit down and use a computer and pay like 2 or 3 euros an hour, maybe it was more than that, to use a computer. So it wasn't something where you would just like go into your hotel room and use it. But now, obviously, there's Wi-Fi everywhere, and my phone works the same way that it does in the US. So, pretty neat thing if anyone's looking for good. Cell phone comes with international plans. AT&T has a plan where essentially you can go anywhere in Europe, Asia, essentially, and it is only $10 a day, and you get the same plan you have in the US. And so I have unlimited talk, text, and data in the US. So Europe, Asia, I've got unlimited talk, text, and data. So it's pretty neat. I get to use my phone exactly the same as when I'm here, which makes doing business in Europe and Asia a lot easier than it was when I first started working for Sonos, where I would have to essentially like buy a special cell phone for that region. And this was the time of flip phones, so you weren't doing anything on the internet. And anytime you had to send an email or do anything important or check an email, you had to go to an internet cafe. Pretty cool that now doing business around the world is incredibly easy, and the great equalizer really has been the smartphone. You can have full access. We were at a cafe last night doing work, and I used the personal hotspot on my iPhone to create an internet connection because they didn't have Wi-Fi there. So it's like even if you go somewhere they don't have Wi-Fi, you can create your own Wi-Fi. So I think this is only going to continue to accelerate and make it easier and easier to do business internationally, which I think helps bring the world even closer together, which in my mind, always a great thing. I'm approaching my destination, so last thought or reflections has to, of course, be about domain names, because whenever I travel internationally, I'm always looking at what domain names are being used everywhere. Let me see if there's any signs that have domains that I can point out before this ends. But in France at least, you'll see a lot of .fr names. There's still .coms, but .fr is everywhere. So it's definitely a heavily used CCTLD. And of course now I'm walking looking for things with domain names and I can't find them. The second I end this video, I'm sure I'll find a million different domain names listed everywhere. But this is where I'm going. How do I get there? Let's see. I have to go like, oh, wacky route all around here. All right. Let's see if I can find a domain name for you guys. If you're wondering, are people looking at you funny while you're walking around talking to your phone? Yes, they are. So, but I'd imagine anywhere I go, people will look at me funny if I'm standing talking at my phone. So, no big surprises there. Let's see. Still trying to find a single domain name to share. Not having any luck. I swear, like I was walking around yesterday. Everywhere I looked, there was a domain name. Now I want to find a domain name. No domain names. Whew. I'm a lot colder than I was when I started this video. Definitely need warmer clothes. It's gonna be colder in Germany. Oh, here we go. Got the walk signal. All right. Can I find a single domain for you guys before I get to the cafe? It's not looking good. All right, well, here's two amazing cafes. There's Café de Flore and Café Margot. And these are two of the best cafes in Paris, which is why I'm doing a little longer walk from our hotel, because as you noticed, we walked by, we being you and me, we walked by a bunch of different cafes, and I just walked right by them, and that's because gotta do Margot or Flore. I mean, these are two of the most All right, well, I do not think I'm going to find any domain names for you guys, so just suffice it to say, yep, there are .fr names all over the place. There's also some .com, but if you thought that maybe .fr wasn't popular in France, you were wrong. It's definitely popular here. All right, my hands are getting freezing. I'm going to end this. Comment below. Let me know if this was interesting. If you want to do this Monday Mornings with Morgan, this MMM series. If you think it sounds interesting, I'm happy to continue it. If this was incredibly boring and you're tearing your eyes out, tell me that too, and I'll probably stop doing it if everybody hates it. All right, thanks, and happy Monday.